Hi everyone, it's Heather from Heather's Health Habits, and today I'm in my office. Today we're going to talk about how to detox from sugar. Now, a lot of you may be thinking, well, I want to do a detox, I'm not really sure how, and I'm not really sure the benefits. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about why sugar is so bad for us, what it does to our bodies, and how we basically can't avoid it. Unfortunately, all of our food has sugar in it in some form. Unless you are growing it yourself, taking the time to buy dried beans, soak them, cook them. All those things for me are really a luxury when I have some time on my hands, but it's not my everyday living. And even myself, I have to turn to canned foods or frozen foods where I try to make sure I'm getting the healthiest product I can get, but sugar is still going to be part of it. And then, hey, if you start thinking about crackers and cookies and cakes and, those occasional indulgences, which we all want to have, you're going to have sugar in your life. Now, a lot of people don't realize how much sugar they eat in a year. The average American eats 57 pounds of sugar a year. It's disgusting, isn't it? 57 pounds a year in sugar. And this is not just us putting a little sugar in, say, a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. This is just sugar that is in our food on top of anything you might be adding into your life. So things like tomato sauce, things like boxed cereals, things like frozen baked products, like, even a frozen veggie burger is going to have some sugar in it. Sugar is so prevalent, it really is unfortunate, but there's no way to avoid it. So thinking that you're going to kick sugar out of your life your entire time, it's really, unfortunately, not going to happen. So if we're eating 57 pounds of sugar a day, a year, that means that we're eating 17 teaspoons of sugar a day. When in reality, for a female, we should only be eating 6 teaspoons of sugar a day. That's a healthy level, okay? And this is not, again, sugar from fruit. Fruit sugar, while it can be problematic for some people, depending on their health conditions, we should be eating fruit. Do not be afraid of fruit. Fruit has so many benefits. Great phytochemicals that can help stop the development of illness, diseases like cancer. It helps you to get full and have good nutrients and can help promote weight loss. So don't be afraid from sugar. That's not the kind of sugar I'm talking about here. So what happens to our bodies when we eat too much sugar? Well, our insulin gets spiked because as that sugar goes into our bloodstream, our body starts saying, whoa, 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 I have to fight this spike in sugar. I want to make sure that my energy levels are consistent and constant, not going all over the place. So insulin gets released. And unfortunately, since we eat so much sugar in a day, that insulin is constantly high. And when that happens, our body starts breaking down, can't produce the insulin it needs when it really needs it, and our bodies just go out of whack. So it really is a good reason to take a detox every once in a while. You can time it during the change of seasons, after the holidays. January is a good time to do a detox. It really depends on you. And you can always do a mini detox when you feel like you need it. So there's 3 ways that you can do a detox, and these aren't the only ways, but these are just 3 that we'll talk about today, and you can do it in 3 days. The very first one is called the Kachari Cleanse. Now, Kachari is an Ayurvedic term, and it basically is a meal that you're going to eat 3 times a day. And it's made of basmati rice, lentils, and 2 cups of whatever vegetables you want to put in there. What I really love about the Kachari Cleanse is that the food is so light. You might think the rice and the lentils are going to feel heavy, but they're actually not. They are just so light, and it really gives such a nice break to your digestive tract from processing, because it takes a lot of energy. to processed foods. So it's a great way to detox from sugar, get your digestion reset, and you can do it in 3 days. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Eat Kachari. The ingredients are very easy to find. You can buy them online in your local food store. And if you get a little bit bored, you don't think you can eat the Kachari all 3 meals, have some oatmeal. You can do that as well on this type of cleanse. I love the fact that you can eat food. I'm not very good at doing a cleanse where I can't eat something. So this cleanse for me just is top notch. And it really does get a lot of stuff out of your body. Another cleanse you could do is a soup cleanse. So this would be my second favorite type of cleanse. I love soup cleanses because you get the fiber from the vegetables that you make in the soup. So you can eat a chunky soup, where the vegetables are just chopped up, or you can eat pureed soups. I love making pureed soups. They're so easy. You just throw a bunch of vegetables into a pot, some water, vegetable broth if you'd like, some herbs and spices, and boom, cook it up 15, 20, 25 minutes later. When the vegetables are all soft, you just puree it, and you're done. It's that simple. On a soup cleanse, you want to make sure that you're eating something every 2 hours. So compared to the Kachari cleanse, where you would be eating 1 meal 3 times, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, a soup cleanse, you want to eat the soup every 2 hours. That will help keep your blood sugar consistent, and you won't have really hangry spikes. The third type of cleanse you can do is a juice cleanse. So a juice cleanse can be really satisfying. It is a little bit more difficult, in my opinion, to keep it up for 3 days. You would do the same thing you would do as a soup cleanse. You would be drinking juice every 2 hours. For me, though, I find that I am less able to maintain the juice cleanse because I'm not getting that fiber. When you juice something, the fiber pulp gets put away, right? And that may be okay for you. For me, it's a little bit more difficult, so it's not something I really like to partake in. So that's it. 3 ways that you can sugar detox in just 3 days. And it really doesn't take that much time. 3 days, that's pretty simple to do. I'm Heather from Heather's Health Habits. If you want to read more about detoxing from sugar, the link to my blog is in the video notes. Have a great day, everybody. Be well.